Friendly neighborhood Cambodian chick, Tami. What's up? I hope I have my microphone on. Looks like I do. Oh my God, the day after. I'm going to wait till some people get into the live stream and we'll get into this. The day after. I'm going to see if any of my OGs come into the live stream. See who comes in. Anybody awake? Anybody up? Anybody awake but me? Anybody up and out there? Come on, get your cup of coffee and join me on the live stream. The live stream. Ooh, I'm just gonna sing until somebody shows up. I might be talking to myself. Hey, but that wouldn't be the first time. Let me put some stuff in the chat room. Uh-oh. What up? Why now? Why now does it do that? Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Damn, y'all be sleeping, I guess, out there on YouTube land. Well, in America right now would be, well, you should be sleeping. It's 9 p.m. 9 p.m. in well, on the East Coast. I'm not even awake, man. It's 9 a.m. over here. Anyway, we'll get started here in just a minute. Let me just put some stuff in the chat room. I can do this all by myself. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. Yes, I am. I'm a big girl. Yes, I am. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. Well, at least I know my my chat works. I guess ain't nobody online. Everybody's busy watching my video. Right now, I am okay. This is really blowing me away because I'm looking at the back door to my YouTube studio. I just posted this interview video. Of course, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's called "Leaving Thailand for Cambodia: An Expat's Honest Opinion" or something like that. But anyway, the Vin Diesel dude lookalike, Dennis Elmore. Shout out to Dennis. Fantastic dude. Couldn't have done the video without him. Obviously, he was part of the show. So, and as of this morning in Cambodia, 24 hours later, there are 4,000 views on this freaking video. I'm shocked, man. I'm super shocked. I mean, I thought it was going to do well, but I didn't think it was going to do like that good. You know what I mean? So I'm shocked. And all I can say is thank you, YouTube land. Thank you to everyone out there who has watched that video. I've gotten so many comments on that video. Like, I have gotten, well, a lot of positive comments. I have gotten a few that were salty. Don't want to put too much attention on that, but you know, the ones that were salty were actually, I got a feeling, hey, somebody just popped in. Hey, who's in the live stream? Michael R. It was a, what was it, Mike? Can I call you Mike? You cut off there. It was a ... Fill me in, bro. Oh, it was an interesting interview indeed. Thank you. I thought it was too. I had a lot of fun making it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. It was, and believe it or not, it was the first time I've ever interviewed anybody on YouTube. So I liked it. I would love to do it again. In fact, if she doesn't back out, I do have my second victim lined up. I'm actually supposed to meet with her tomorrow to shoot the video. I'm going to take her to the same spot. So we're going to be in the little hut. And yeah, I don't want to give away too much on that one, but hopefully she won't back out, and that'll be my second victim. But yeah, I think it was super fun, super cool. The guy's super cool. I mean, he looks like Vin Diesel. You did a good job, so keep it up. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Well, hey, if you were here, I'd interview your ass right now. Just saying. I'm ready. I got the mics, baby. Like, we're going to do the chopstick mics, chop suey mics. That was a lot of fun. Although I've got to learn to keep the mic further away from my mouth. I don't know, man. It was like I was real amplified, and he was out there, and I was like, shit. But like I said, it was my first time. I don't know what the freak I was doing. I was just winging it. I've watched enough interviews on YouTube where I'm like, I pretty much know what to ask. I've seen other people do interviews, so it's not like it's really super hard. I mean, and he was asking me ahead of time. He's like, what kind of questions are you going to ask me? And I said, I don't know. I said, I'll just ask you some basics, and then we'll just sort of wing it, and we'll tell stories, and we'll fill in the blank, So yeah, it worked out pretty freaking good. Pretty freaking good. I loved it. I loved it. And like I said, as of this morning, it's got 4,000 hits and climbing. And I've picked up like 60 plus new subs on the channel. So like it's rocking. It's really doing good. I'm so blessed and happy and so glad. But I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you something here. Hold on. This one comment, though, super blew me away. Actually made me cry. I hate to say it, but it was such a heart-touching comment. Let me see if I can get back into it. I can find this guy's comment. Let me hit... shit. I had it. Now I can't pull it back up. Now that makes me mad. Damn it. Ooh, that makes me mad, bro. I guess because I'm streaming, I got two things going on, and it's not doing too great. So, oh, here we go. Okay, sort by. Let's hit comments. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Like I said, some people were really salty. They were really salty. I think they're from Thailand. So I don't, because I could tell by the handles, they're Asian handles, and they were just dropping like some nasty comments about Cambodia. And I muted them out of there. I was like, that's not the vibe I want. You know what I mean? Like, I think, honestly, I sort of get this feeling, is it jealousy? I don't know. I sort of get this vibe that the Thai people that have watched this video sort of are like jealous that Americans are hopping out of Thailand and coming to Cambodia. I could be wrong. I don't know. I know there's a lot of beef between both countries, and it's not like Dennis and I were trying to put Thailand down, because I love Thailand. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this dragon tattoo is inspired from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I love the dragons out in Thailand. I love the food. I mean, I eat Thai food all the time. There's Thai restaurants here in Phnom Penh that I go to all the time. Like, I had nothing against Thailand at all. And the video wasn't meant to diss them or to say, anything bad. But it's like, you sort of have to you got to put out your bad experiences as well as your good experiences so that other travelers can learn from that. You know what I mean? Like when I was talking, if you watch the video, when I was talking about when I was talking about when I got in the grab ride in Thailand with the lady, and she was trying to talk me off the app and have me pay cash and pay more. I've never had that happen here in Cambodia. In fact, I've never had that happen anywhere in Southeast Asia. And I've run into some shady characters, with grab rides, but that was the first for me, where she was trying to hustle me right off the app. So, but, like I said, Cambodia is no angel either, okay? Because here's what happened to me in Siem Reap. When I got into a tuk-tuk grab ride in Siem Reap, this was, when I was staying, just traveling through. And one of the drivers asked me, while we're driving down this dirt road, right? He's like, and he spoke some English. He goes, "Hey, you want to buy some weed?" I was like, "What? What'd you say?" Because I could barely hear him. And he's driving. He goes, "You want to buy some weed? I got good weed." And I'm like, wait a minute. I was thinking, like, you're allowed to have drugs. You should not be buying drugs in a foreign country where it's not legal, guys. Okay, so don't ever do that, because it could be a setup or a trap too. Like, they probably get bribes, who knows, from the police, or or they get rewards. Maybe not a bribe, but a reward. So that if you say yes, they could technically just lead you right to the cops and then get their reward and split, and you're in jail, right? So, or they catch you in the act of purchasing and then they get you and you're in jail. So of course I said no, but that's just an example of what happened in Cambodia. So I'm just saying, like, no country is an angel, no country is a total devil. I think it's just, I don't know. I think just the devil's in the detail. It's what you want and what you see and what you experience when you travel. It's just, shit happens. Like, what else can I say? I don't know what else to say about it. Anywho. But yeah, this one guy wrote in, beautiful, beautiful comment. He's actually from Cambodia. And I can't find, I wish I could read it word for word. He's a Cambodian. He's an older gentleman who actually, guy with a motorbike out here. He works on motorcycles out here, if you hear all that in the background. In fact, one sec. Can we see what he's doing? Hold on. I can't see him, but you see the bikes out there? Do you see the bikes? He's working on a motorbike down there. This guy, I think they just moved in. I think he owns like a motorcycle shop or something, and he doesn't like work on regular scooters. He works on actually like race bikes or whatever you call those damn things. I don't know. I'm not into motorcycles, but that's why they're so loud. Anywho. So anyway, it's an older gentleman, an older Cambodian wrote in. He actually survived the Khmer Rouge War, and if you're not familiar with that, you should definitely study up on that history. The Khmer, I think they call it Khmer Rouge, but you did a good job. You should interview. I'm sorry, your stuff's coming in slow, guys. I'm waiting on it to pop up on my screen. Oh, shit. Hold on. Something's disconnected out here. Oh. I got to get my Wi-Fi back connected. Then I can read your comment. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's my laptop. It's Cambodia, guys, The Wi-Fi comes in, the Wi-Fi goes out. That's why I run 4G off of my stream. But it looks like we may be back in action. Hold on, we're trying to connect. Hold on, my connection timed out. Still going. But yeah, anyway, while this is pulling up, he's an older gentleman. He survived that war. And he said that he escaped barely with his life. He made it out through Vietnam, then made it all the way to the States by himself, had to leave his entire family behind, made it out. He said most of his family was killed during the war. His only surviving sister still lives here in Phnom Penh, and he's been visiting her off and on since the 60s, right? Damn it, what is wrong with my Nord? So he had to escape, and he, like I said, he's been visiting her off and on since the 60s. And he says that Phnom Penh itself has been in build mode literally only since the last 20 years. So it is an up and coming emerging market. I can't believe it, man. Like 20 years, they have come this far in 20 years, which blows my mind because I mean, it's still rough around the edges. Like the streets are still crumbly. There's really no sidewalks. I mean, it's gritty out here, but that's the charm of this place. You know what I mean? That's the charm. Its imperfections is its perfections. So that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's try this again. Oh, what the hell is happening here? But yeah, its imperfections is its perfections. That's what makes it really cool living out here in Phnom Penh. And they're an upcoming place, and I think these people actually deserve a shot at the tourism dollar. That's my opinion too. They deserve a shot. Okay, it's still trying to connect. And it was doing so good. Oh, and I can't see your guys' comments. Oh no. This really sucks. Let me see. Bad connection. Yeah, I got a bad connection, guys, on my end. Hold on a damn second. Where the hell? Like, I don't even have my Wi-Fi up. I apologize. I really do. Just give me a moment. I'm going to try to fix my laptop so I can see your messages. At least I got you here, so that's good. If I can catch your messages real quick on the screen, I'll do it. But for some reason, I can't get my landlady's Wi-Fi on the damn thing here. This really freaking sucks. She is gone, man. Like, she's not even on the web. Like, what the hell is going on here? Shit. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try something. I hope I don't lose you guys, but I got to flip out of here for a sec. Just checking in on you. Got to go get breakfast. Talk soon. Okay. Bye, L-Zone. At least I got your message. Yeah, go get breakfast. Bye. Because I'm having issues. All right, you know what? Fuck the laptop. I'm just turning it off. I'm turning it off. I don't know what's going on. It's pissing me off. I'm probably just going to have to reboot it. I'm just going to do a restart. We'll just talk. We'll just talk. At least I got you here. I've lost everybody. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. But I do want to tell you about the one thing that happened to me at the restaurant the other day. So I was chilling at this restaurant in the mall. I was getting some lunch, right? And I'm the only one in there. It's like early afternoon. So I was like, I'm going to go get me some food. I'm hungry. So I'm the only one in there. Got the whole place to myself, right? I hope you have good times in Cambodia. Yes, yes. Having a good time all the time. What are you saying? All the time. All the time's a good time in Cambodia. I'll fix my camera a little bit. So anyway, I'm chilling in the restaurant. I get served my food, right? I'm eating. Everything's cool. And then all of a sudden, I start seeing what looked like a roach. You know those little German cockroaches, right? Yay big. Just little teeny roach bugs. And it starts crawling across the floor, coming at me. Like it's literally coming from straight across from like where the checkout counter is, and it's crawling straight to me. And I'm like, great. I'm the only one in the restaurant, and it must smell the food, so it's coming at me, right? So I'm about halfway done with my meal, and I'm just trying to keep an eye on this bug because I'm like, I don't want this shit crawling on me while my feet are under the table, right? So I have my bag to the right of me. And you know how when you're sitting on these benches and they're like, they got the cracks in the middle. So you got like the cushion, you're sitting on the cushion, you got the little crack, and you got another cushion, blah, blah, blah. So I see the bug disappears, right? And I'm still finishing up my lunch. And then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my right eye, I see it crawl up the crack of the cushion, and it's coming near my bag, and I'm freaking out. So I move my bag to the left, and I'm like, oh, hell no, man. I got this roach right now next to me while I'm trying to eat. So I take my water bottle, right? So I got my water bottle. I didn't want to smush it because I'm like, ew, I'm trying to eat lunch, right? So I just want to scare it. So I'm just like doing this, right, next to the bug, and I'm trying to like get it to go away. I'm just tapping next to it to get it to like go away. So it disappears back into the crack. And I'm like, okay, good, it's gone. So I hurry up and finish my lunch. I hurry up and finish my lunch. And then all of a sudden, I was going to sit there and chill for a little bit. And I was like, okay, it's gone. It'll leave me alone. And I look over to my left, and the damn thing went under the chair, evidently, and came out to the other side. Like it's literally trying to attack me. It came out on the left side, near my bag on the left side, and it starts crawling towards me from that side. I'm like, oh, fuck this. So I grabbed my bag real quick. I was like, it's time to go. And I just hurry up and checked out and everything. And then the place was clean. That's what's so crazy. Like everything was clean in this restaurant. It's not like it was a dirty restaurant. It was in the mall. So this bug was just like looking for food, and it's like, you're the only one with the food. And so it was just coming at me, bro. I was like, time to go. So I split, needless to say. And I was going to say something to the guy that was checking me out behind the counter, but I thought, what's he going to do? He's just going to shake his head and go, okay, you got a bug that came at you. Cool. But what's so funny? Hold on, I think we might have a shot at me pulling up my thing again because I rebooted it. What is so cool? I forgot what the hell I was going to say. That is so funny. I don't know. Something's cool. It'll come back to me later. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the place was clean. The dude didn't speak much English, and I was like, I'm whatever. The bug, he's probably going to see the bug when he goes and cleans up my plate anyway. So yeah, boy, that was the experience. That was a couple days ago. That was really fun. Super fun, man. Super fun. But like I said, I mean, it's a gritty city, but it's cool and everything. I haven't had any negative experiences out here. I mean, I've had some people comment like, I wish I would like to move to Cambodia, but I'm scared. And I'm like, if I was scared about anything in my life, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have accomplished all the things that I've accomplished in my life today. So Yeah, this isn't working. My laptop's shot. I don't know, man. It's really pissing me off. But yeah, I would not be where I am today if I was scared. If anything was to scare me off. Tell me what you think about that, because if you put things off in your life from fear. Now, what is fear? Okay, you've probably heard this definition. Let's go over that. What is fear? Fear, the acronym FEAR, from what I've heard, is FEAR, FEAR, false evidence appearing real. That's what it stands for. False evidence appearing real. So think about that. False evidence appearing real. Now, there are real events happening in the world, right? So that is true evidence appearing real. And if that happens, like if there is an attack, that's real evidence. I mean, obviously you should have fear, right? But if your immediate area and yourself is not in danger, then why are you get it? So why are you freaked out over something that is just manifesting in your brain, but it's not happening to your physical body? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like if you're not immediately threatened by something physically, but you're thinking of all these scenarios that could happen, then why? Isn't it just a waste of time? Right? Think about it. Isn't it a waste of time to freak out over things that aren't actually happening to you? I personally think it is. It's just a big ass waste of time. So, I mean, I think I've said I have some experience, being 55 years old, being once a wife, then a widow, raising two young kids, buried all my family ahead of me, including my husband. Everybody's gone. Like, I've been through some shit, okay? Like, and I faced my own fears. I put myself back through college and graduated at age 50. If I thought in my mind, oh, I can't do that, I'm too old for that, I'm scared, everybody in the classroom is going to be half my age, I'm scared, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, fuck that. I got wisdom. They may be like 20 years my junior, but I'm 20 years their senior, and who's been around the block a little bit, who's actually had real life experience, air quotes. Yeah, real life experience. You can't be afraid to do anything. You just can't. I mean, and then there's people that want to start a YouTube channel, but they're afraid to put their face in front of the camera, right? Why? Why? Is it the fear of judgment? Is that what it is? Are you afraid, like, I don't know, maybe you have a really big nose, or, you got super big ears or something. Like, who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit? If anything, that could be your superpower. Okay? Big ears and a big nose could definitely be your superpower. You could be that person. They'll say, oh, yeah, I've seen that person, the guy with the big ears. Yeah, I love his channel. Let them laugh at your ears. Let them laugh at your face. Let them say what they want to say. You just roll right over them, man. Just roll the fuck right over them, because it's your life in the end. It's all about you. Like, are they paying your bills? No. Right. Are they raising your kids? If you have kids? No. Are they helping you with your parents? If you're helping your parents? No. So why the fuck do you give a shit about anybody else's opinion on YouTube or anywhere in your life? The sooner you realize that, that's my words of wisdom for the day. I don't want to rant. The sooner you realize that, hi, KI, the sooner you realize that, the better off your life is going to be. And the more freedom you're going to experience in your life. I mean, okay, for instance, let's back this truck up. For instance, I can remember when I quit my job, I was 53. I was 2 years out from collecting my pension. And I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared shitless. Like, I'm good. First time in my life, I'm going to be without a paycheck. I started working when I was age 14. I've always had a paycheck, right? Always money coming in once a week, twice a week, always had a steady stream of income. And I was scared to death to quit this job that I was at for 24 years. But then I was like, what about me? Like, what am I going to do? My kids are grown. My husband's gone. I want to travel. I'm sick and tired of this corporate bullshit life. Like, I have to break out and I got to do this. Am I scared? Yeah, I feel the fear because I've never done anything like this before. And I've never been without a paycheck, but yet I had my finances set up. So I was like, you pretty much know what you're doing. I mean, you know how to catch an airplane. You'll figure out ground transportation. No big deal. I mean, if you watched a million travelers on YouTube and they're giving you a million tips on how to move around and how to find a place and blah, 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 just pull the trigger and go. So that's what I did. I felt the fear. I'm going to tell you what. The day I was at the airport, the Orlando International Airport, I'll tell you this. I was saying goodbye to my daughter. She dropped me off, gave her a big hug. You know, she couldn't go through security, so I had to say goodbye before we went through security. I was crying. She was crying. You know, she's like, Mom, keep in touch, be safe, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, okay, baby, I will. And beyond the tears, beyond getting through, when I finally got through security, right? Because that's a whirlwind in itself. I hate going through security at airports. It sucks. Got through security, got to the other side, you know, the gate. Hopefully this isn't hitting my thing. Finally sat down because you got time before an airplane comes through, catching your ride. And I'm just sitting there. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, I'm doing this. I'm here. Like, I'm looking at my stuffed backpack. This is all I was traveling with, was just what was in that backpack. And I have a sling bag and whatever was in my sling bag. My entire life are in 2 bags right now. 1 pair of shoes on my feet, everything else in these 2 bags. Got rid of my entire life, man. Emptied out my apartment, left my job, said goodbye to my kids. Like, I'm sitting there and it finally just hit me. But then I felt a sense of like excitement and adventure and calm. It's hard to explain. It was like I was scared to death, but then I was like, I'm doing it. What? I'm actually out here with these 2 bags, getting ready to hit the road and fly the friendly skies. And then I've had other people also say to me before I quit my job, I didn't really tell anybody. I actually didn't tell anybody I was doing this. Nobody at work knew my plans. And that's in my advice to you guys. Don't tell anybody that you're planning to quit your job and travel, okay? Don't tell anybody that shit because you're going to get haters, number one. Then you're going to get fear mongers who are going to say, oh, aren't you scared to fly? You know, planes crash. Yeah, 1 in a billion times a plane crash. You know how many airplanes I've been on since I've been traveling? And I've been through some rough turbulence, right? And that thought sort of crossed my mind, but it was like you came through and you were fine. But yeah, I'm still here. I've been on an airplane once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month for like 2.5 years, and my plane's made it. I've been on some really sketchy flights. I've been on not just those big jumbo jets, but I've been on those damn what do you call those prop planes, you know, bzzz, and it's super loud. And the plane's like, and me being 5'9", being squished in these little seats, the overhead's like literally right here, right, and it's boom, 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 flying through the air. Talk about thinking, is my will in place? Like, do I have my shit together? Okay. Very questionable flights, but I survived those too. That's part of the adventure of life, you know? That's part of the thrill and the excitement. I think that's what we lack in our life. Like, I know that's how it was with me. It was like I was so bored. I was bored. I was bored. I mean, I love being a mom, don't get me wrong, okay? But the boredom part of it all was the rinse and repeat of daily life. Oh, I have to now go brush my teeth, get dressed, drive to work, put up with the bullshit at work, come home, get undressed, change, make dinner, take a shower, go to bed, rinse and repeat. You know, it was the same thing over and over and over again. And then on the weekends, my life was, well, okay, the kids are off doing whatever they're doing. Well, I guess I'll get a bottle of rum and just sit here and drink this bottle of rum, or smoke a blunt. I mean, whatever it was, because that's what I did back then. And then, come Sunday, I'd get sober because I have to work out the hangover and be ready to go for the next week, because I didn't drink during the week. Now, I was very responsible, but yeah, I don't think my story is any different from anybody else's out there. But now that I've been here, I it's so calming out here, It's like it's got a vibe. It's peaceful. Listen, nothing. It's very peaceful and quiet. Besides the motorbikes coming through, or you're going to hear a street vendor or two coming through. But everybody's happier out here. Like, let me tell you, this place reminds me of what it used to be in the 70s in the United States, even maybe the 80s, because it was before the kids got the video games in the house, right? Like, you used to go outside and play and hang out with your buddies, right? That's what these kids do out here. Nobody out here, I mean, unless it's the heat of the day, they stay inside because it's super hot. But come, I'd say 4 o'clock till nightfall, sometimes even past like 7 o'clock, the kids are outside playing. They're out playing. The parents, they let them run up and down the streets. There's no fear of anybody's going to snatch their kid and try to like pedophile them or none of that shit. It's it's like it's like a make believe place. It's like something that you would never know existed. Like, people play, like I said, the kids play out here. They're on roller skates. They're kicking the ball around. They're laughing, they're having a good time. The dogs are barking, running up and down the street, and it's just like people. The adults are outside talking to each other. That's a concept. We don't even do that in the States. Nobody talks to their neighbor. I don't even know the last time I talked to my neighbor when I lived in Carlton. Well, I'll tell you, I lived at Carlton Arms in Winter Haven for 10 years. And I mean, there's a lot of people that came and went, but I lived in like 3 different places within the apartments for 10 years. And not any time did I ever talk to my neighbor next to me. I didn't even know who they were. Okay. I didn't even know who the hell they were. So, but up here, I mean, it's different. Oh, and speaking of neighbors, let me tell you guys. Speaking of neighbors, I finally got to say hello to my neighbor upstairs. You know, my South African couple that lives upstairs. They're not too bad. I haven't met the guy yet, but I did say hi to the lady. She's got the real low, raspy kind of voice. She's pretty cool. She's not bad. We said hello, and they are teachers. They teach online. So I can hear them, you know, sort of echoing. This whole place, it sort of echoes. So any kind of sound will echo. So when they're talking and teaching, I can hear them through the kitchen. And last night they had their radio on. I can hear the radio music. They were playing like really good American older type music. They're pretty cool. They're not bad. They're not bad. They don't bother me. They go to bed at a decent time, like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, like everybody else out here. Most people out here, in fact, everybody, this whole neighborhood is shut down, I'd say by 11 o'clock. Even on the weekend, everything is super quiet. It's super quiet. In fact, let's take a little walkie poo. I'll show you outside what's happening right now. So let's go out here. Take a little walksy poo. It's super bright now, the sun. Let me flip the camera, guys. So I think the guy with the motorbike is done doing his thing. Well, there's some people out here. See, got the laundry hanging up. This is Cambodia. This is Cambodia. This is a neighborhood in Cambodia. Look how quiet. This is Sunday morning, too. I would sit out here, but it's too hot. I'd sit out there, but it's a little bit too hot right now for me. So I'm going to sit inside. But yeah, I mean, it's just super chill. Super chill. So you guys are awfully quiet. Let me turn this around. You guys have any questions for me? I'm going to try to read them because my computer's shot. I can't pull it up. But if you want to write me, I'll try to read them real quick on my cell phone screen. If you have any questions for me. But yeah, I mean, as far as like I said, the interview with Dennis. In fact, he was just in the stream. Dennis Elmore, shout out again to him. Catch his channel. I think it's at Dennis, Denis Elmore, Elmore. Is his handle for YouTube. And yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. But like I said, hopefully, I will have my second victim tomorrow. Cambodia. Well, I mean, I'm not projecting it, but I will actually. I will shoot the video, and then of course I got to put it together. But I'll let you guys know. We'll do another premiere. I think with the interviews, I'll just make them all premieres. How's that sound? Then I could be in the chat with you. We can talk while the interview's going. I think that was pretty fun. I don't know. I like that. And like I said, if you would like to be my next victim, all you got to do is hit me up at my email, which is Tami, Tami, at nextstepunknown.com. Write me, and we can make it happen. But the one thing is, you have to be physically here and put on pen, okay? So if you ain't physically here, it ain't gonna work, okay? All right. But yeah, guys, give me questions, bro. Give me some questions every day. Ow, ow, ouchie. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Pulled up Carlton Arms online. Looks like a large complex. Nice. You live in that. Yeah. It's a very large complex. And it used to be cheap to live there. And it was super nice. Like, they were really good with their maintenance. Like, if I had issues, they were pretty much within a day or two, they'd get things fixed. They do regular lawn maintenance once a week, every week, like clockwork. I had really nice like patio, like, well, my apartment, my 2-bedroom apartment, they have like a pond. I call it a lake, but it's a giant pond with a water fountain in the middle. And my balcony faced there, and I love that because in the morning you'd see the sun beaming on the water, and you'd see all the ducks swimming around, and it was just so relaxing. Hey. Hey there. Is that Emery girl? Oh my gosh. I don't think I missed you on a couple last live streams. Where you been, Emery girl? What you been doing? Hmm. Is is it you with the cats? I don't forget. Somebody had problems with their cat. And I apologize. I don't know. I love the interview. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I loved it too. It was super fun to make it, and I really enjoyed it. It was just a blast. We had a good time. I'll tell you what, after the interview, I took him down to the restaurant, like within walking distance. There's a little restaurant that's like a Khmer restaurant. He'd never been there. So I was like, come on, let's go do lunch, right? So we go down there. And I says, I'll tell you what you need to order because I've already been there. And I got him a plate of, it's called fried pork belly. And it sounds weird. It's really just bacon. They call it pork belly out here. But they do a real crispy fry, like a deep fry. And they give you this sauce, man, like in a little bowl that's separate. It's the bomb. It's so good. Yes, I had to go pick up my cat. Oh, from the UGB vet. Is your cat okay? Hopefully your cat's doing good. Hopefully doing good. Sorry, I would read it on my laptop. My laptop shot. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's screwing up. Your interview skills are excellent. You think? Dude, that's the first interview I've ever done in my entire YouTube career. Thank you. It's a compliment. It's a fucking compliment. It's the first one, man. Like, I think I have a skill. I think I have a knack for doing interviews. But then again, I'm just being me. I mean, as you see me, this is me 24/7. And that's how I'm going to present myself. Good morning, good evening. Hello, Platinum Swords. Hello. Good morning, good evening to you too. As I was saying, my computer's acting like a butthole. So I'm having to read everything off of my cell phone. And if I don't catch all of your words, I try to read fast. So make them really short. Old age. Oh, hell no. The people I plan to move. So your grandpa. Okay. I couldn't read it all. Yes, I mean it. You do have a knack for it. Okay. Thank you. Sorry I didn't catch the other one, guy. It was too much in my eyeballs. Like I said, I have another victim. Female this time. She's been living here for like 18 years, bro. She got me way beat, dude. Like 18 years. So that's going to be a story in itself. We'll see how that goes, okay? But like I said, we'll do it as another premiere, and then we can have fun with that one too. You guys making me blush, man. I'm like, I can't believe you really think I have good interview skills. That's cool. Is she the one who pulled? No, it's somebody different. Hi, Tammy. Glad I caught you up. Hi. Yeah. Welcome to the party, bro. No, this is a different person. The original chick that didn't want to do it, I haven't heard from her since. I liked your interview. I thought you did pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy that people making me blush. I loved it. I loved it. It was fun. I want to do more. Like I got my chops wet. I mean, it's like, dude, like I'm ready to line up interviews every day. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting it out there to you guys. If you're input on pen, hit me up on my email and let's do interviews. Don't be shy. It's so much fun. Just, just flow. You do a conversation, you ask questions, you tell stories, and you just get into this like this rhythm and this flow. It's not hard to do. It really isn't. What can I say? But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really glad you guys liked it. Well, evidently, a lot of people have liked it because, like I said, it's hit over 4,000 views in one day. And that's a record for me. Like, that's good. That's freaking good, man. I woke up this morning and I went, holy shit. Because like when I went to bed last night, it was sitting at over 1,000 views, and I woke up this morning, it was hitting 4,000. I was like, what the hell? Like, damn. Totally impressed. I just wish I could pull up my thing. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, pisses me off, bro. Anywho, what's the plan today? Oh, well, Sundays are my cleanup day. So, yeah, I do have to do domestic stuff, like run laundry. Have you considered Cambodian visa agent? Well, yeah, I would love to interview anybody who's from Cambodia. So if you're in this live stream and you want to be interviewed, then by all means, let's do it. I don't want to force anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to force anybody to do an interview. So it's not like I'm just going to walk up to a visa agent and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I want you to be doing an interview with me, like right now. I can't do that. I'm going to lean back a little bit, guys. Here we go. No. So, I mean, but like I said, I don't mind interviewing a Khmer person. The thing is, though, they may be shy about doing it because if their English isn't that good, a lot of times they don't want to be in front of a camera because they can't articulate, which I can understand. I mean, that could be a little difficult, but yeah, I mean, I'm open to whoever. I mean, in fact, okay, I'll tell you this. This one man who's here, I think he's Khmer. I'm not sure. He wrote me on my email and he said he owns a gym out here and he wanted to do an interview. And I says, okay, cool. That sounds really good. And then I was trying to communicate with him like, okay, let's do a meet and greet first, get to know each other. I can go over like what type of questions, just to get comfortable with each other before we actually do the interview. Because he wanted me to go to the gym and shoot the interview. And I says, that's fine, but we should meet each other first. So I think it got lost in the communication. He didn't really understand the meet and greet part. And then he said he invited me to some kickboxing thing. He's like, you can come to the gym and do the interview, and I'll take you for free to go see this kickboxing fight. He goes, a lot of foreigners get to sit behind the judges, and it's like in a TV studio, and you would get free exposure. And he goes, I helped another YouTuber do that. And I was like, that's cool. I was like, I would love to go see a fight out here and film some of it. And yeah, cool. So then he tells me after that, he's like, because then I was like, let's do the meet and greet. And he's like, well, then now I'm throwing a party, like a grand opening for my gym. And it's Saturday night. He goes, let's do the interview when the grand opening Saturday night. And then he goes, afterwards, he goes, I could send a tuk-tuk driver to come get you and take you home. And, it's near Pub Street. You can go do the pub walk. I'll make sure somebody's with you so you feel safe. I don't like to go out late at night, especially when everybody's drinking out there. And no, it's too dangerous. So I told him, I said I declined on that. I said, I don't want to do an interview with a bunch of noisy people in your gym and everybody's drinking and partying. I said, we're not going to be able to do a really good sit down interview. So I declined that and I never heard back from him. So I never got to go see the fight. I don't know all this stuff. I don't know if he was just throwing things out there or, because I was telling him, I was like, look, let's just do the interview in your gym. During the day when there's very little people, we can just talk about you, your place, whatever else about your gym. You can get your free advertisement. That's what I was trying to get at with this guy, but he didn't seem to want to do it. So I haven't heard back from him. So I don't know what happened there. Like I said, I don't know if we got lost in communication or what happened. I have no idea what happened. So, but yeah, it just sounded like at first it sounded like really cool, and then it sounded sort of weird. It sounded sort of fishy. Like I'll send the driver to come get what's your address and all that. And I was like, I can get my own ride, dude. Like I'm not that helpless, right? I can't get my own ride. So also to be on the safe side, I mean, just the air of caution. I don't really want anybody to know where I'm living. That's private. I could tell you the area I'm in, but I'm not going to give you my actual address. So, yeah, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But long story short, I would be open to interview anybody who's Cambodian who wants to have an interview. That's fine. Um, but yeah, it would have to be a daytime interview. I don't want to do night interviews. I don't want to do where it's a big crowd of people. I don't think that's my style of interview. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really a one on one type of person, and I would rather get the story out of a person one on one than having to deal with others in the room and all the distractions and people jumping in the camera, all that crazy stuff that people love to do in front of a camera. So, no. But yeah. So, do you think the guy looked like Vin Diesel? You think he looks like Vin Diesel? I do. Oh, you got Tammy from what you said, Jim dude, and the situation. Sounds fishy to me. Yeah, it did. Like at first it sounded too good to be true because I was like, oh, you're gonna take me to see this fight for free. You're gonna have a ride come get me and take me back for free. Now I'm invited to this big party. I'm like, this sounds like a setup. You know what I mean? Like, either you're going to try to rip off money off of me or rip off my camera or something weird is going to happen. But nothing good happens at night, especially when there's like a bunch of people and a party and alcohol. And I'm like, nah, I'm not about it, bro. I'm not about that life. No, it used to be, but not anymore. Not about it. So, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But this other lady that I'm interviewing, she's actually from America and she's been here 18 years, and I'll let her tell her story. She's got me beat by a landslide. I mean, 18 years, I can't believe it. So she came in 2 years after they started develop, or 2 years before. No, 2 years after they started developing the city. Because, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you've been with me this long, God bless you. Because that's me. Um, Phnom Penh hasn't really been on rebuild mode except for the last 20 years, and she's been on the ground floor of that. So I really want to pick her brain about how this place looked 18 years ago. Can you even imagine? Like, did they even have like, probably didn't even have the Grab app? Like, how did you get around? There's a lot of questions like that are spinning in my head to ask her, and who knows? Like I said, I shoot from the hip, so who knows what questions are going to come out of my mouth, but we'll find out exactly how we're going to do that. So far, an average you spend a month. How much do I spend a month? About $750, give and take, a month. That's with my rent. Here, I'm going to try to fix this. My rent, my electric, my water, my groceries, and transportation. Now, I'm not playing tourist out here, okay? So that's the difference. I think a lot of people think, oh, well, what do you do for fun or whatever? It's like, see, I don't drink, so I don't go to bars. I don't blow a bunch of money at the bar. I'm pretty much a homebody. I mean, you would never know it by me talking to you here that I'm really an introvert, okay? Like, I enjoy my quiet time. So when I'm not out interviewing people or I'm not going to the grocery store, I might want to go off and like check out a temple, or I might want to go to a park and walk around, or I'll go near the river, or I might want to check out a different side of town, cruise around and see what the place looks like, get a bite to eat somewhere. But I'm not a real big, like, go spend money person. So, and I don't really need to, like, I'm not a big shopper. So yeah, I can live off of $750 a month out here, but everybody's lifestyle is different. See, that's the thing. Like, living under 800 a month kind of spot. Yeah, it will be your kind of spot. And that's what I said on the interview with Dennis the other day. I said you can get by if you've got at least $1,000 or under. I've only got $800 that I'm living off of, but I'm able to save money each month. May not be much, but I'm able to save and invest what I have left over. So I make it a game. Like, how cheap can I get? I guess it's just the American in me. Well, especially the mom in me, when I was living back in the States and it was just me and my kids, I had to be frugal. So I always was a penny pincher back then. And you take that habit with you no matter where you are in the world. And that's how I am here. So I don't live above my means. I live below my means, but I still live comfortably. I put money where I feel I need to put money, and then I don't in other places. So what do I mean by that? For instance, like, as far as buying my produce at the grocery store, I look for the cheapest, local fruits and vegetables. I don't ball out and buy, like, they have grapes and they have cherries and they've got blueberries for sale, right? But they're expensive. Like, a little thing of blueberries here is $7. Is it safe considering the skirmish between Thai and Cambodia? Okay, yes, it's safe in Phnom Penh. I've had no incidences. Everybody's living life normal. I know everybody's freaked out because of what's happening up at the border, but you don't feel it down here. That's the thing. You do not feel it down here. So, yeah, is it safe in Phnom Penh? Absolutely. If it wasn't safe, guys, I would not be here. Okay. In other words, if I got word from the US Embassy on my email today that said, hey, look, things are getting bad, pack your shit and go, pretty much. If I got that email, I would leave. And I would tell you that. And I would be 100% transparent about that. But until I get that email from my government that says it's not safe and that I should go, then I'll go. But right now, it's totally fine. Thank you, Emery girl. Super Chat Squad, girlfriend. Oh, that's so cute. With the kitty, I like it. That's cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mwah. You're wonderful. But yeah, like I said, guys, I would be super, super transparent. In fact, I want to tell you what my plan B is. Okay. Um, I have a plan B. So if I got to pack my shit and leave tomorrow, my next spot is Albania. And you're probably thinking, what? I would not stay in Southeast Asia. They signed a peace agreement on Friday. It's helping the displaced people. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Whew. Excellent. Border disputes worse in the countries in the past 6 years. Oh, wow. Well, from what I've read, and I'm not big on Cambodia Thai history, but from what I've read recently, that there's always been this like skirmish or this fight over the border. Um, so it's nothing new, you know. Let's just hope that this peace agreement holds out because I want to stay. I love Cambodia. I mean, the more I stay in Phnom Penh, the more and more I get it. The more I like the people, the more I like the culture. I love the grit and the grime and the crazy. I'm a little nuts. So, I sort of fit into this place and I would not want to leave. I like it. It's just my kind of town. But dispute stems from when France. Yeah, that's what I hear. So the French started all this shit, right? So why aren't we fighting the French? That's just my opinion. Why are we all like, why aren't the ties of the Cambodians on the French border saying, hey, fuck you, You're the guys that started all this shit, causing us to fight each other when we should be fighting your ass. You're the ones who started this all with the damn map and mapping out the thing. Like, you should have just left shit alone. In my opinion, every time a third party gets involved with two other countries, okay, i.e., America, it's always problems, right? I think every country should just leave other countries alone. Like, there should not be people from one country trying to dictate other countries' lives. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't want to get too deep into politics, but yeah. So, plan B is Albania. And where in Albania? That would be, oh, my battery getting low. That would be in Tirana. Hold on, guys, my hair. There we go. Capital city, Tirana. If you've ever been there, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been to Tirana, Albania, it's a really cool place. And being a U.S. citizen, no visa. I can live there just on my passport for 1 year. So that would be plan B. I would hop out and go to Albania. And they're not in the Schengen zone, so I don't have to worry about the 90-day rule. None of that. Developing. Okay, I couldn't read all that real fast. But anyway, let's just hope that everything chills. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You do want to keep your eye on it, but you don't want to let it overrule your life while you're out here and live in fear. You can't do that. You just can't do it, man. You got to make it work. So here I am. Here I am making it work. After pay for the Tesla, how much money would I need to live in the main city? It depends on your lifestyle, okay? It really does. Please don't spread news without facts. Yeah, well, I agree with that. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to spread any kind of false accusations or false news. Um, that's not my thing. All I'm saying is, from an American perspective who's living here, it's safe right now. I'm not having any issues out here. It's really just common sense living out here. You just got to be mindful of your surroundings. And as far as the war, I'm not feeling any of the effects. Safer than USA, not you, Tammy. People in the chat. Oh, y'all are having a chit chat behind my back. Okay. Well, I'd say it is safer than the USA. And you know why? I'll interject on that. Is the cost of living higher than Albania? No, actually, when I went online and I was looking up apartments, because, like I said, I have to have a plan B, and I was looking up like a studio apartment, like, or a one bedroom like I have here, and I can get a place for about the same price. It starts at 300, well, they say 340 euros, which convert to dollars is going to cost me about 350 bucks, somewhere around there. So it's the same price. It's nothing new. It's the same price. And when I was in Albania. I actually traveled through. I stayed a month in Tirana. That's why I liked it. Yeah, yeah. I haven't been to Vlor, but I've been to Durrës, which is on the northern coast. I stayed up there for a month, and then I hopped into Tirana for a month. And both places were very, very cheap and very reasonable, and the people are very friendly out there. Shit, man, I'll tell you what I loved. I mean, because it is Europe, okay? They're big on the cheese and the meat and the bread, right? Which is something that cheese and bread is not a big thing in Asia. But they have their own specialty shops. So, like, you can go to the cheese shop, right? You can go to the cheese shop and just get big, giant blocks of cheese on the cheap, man, like pennies on the dollar. And you can get big, fresh loaves of bread, super cheap. Separate, in other words, you'd have a bread shop next to a cheese shop, next to the meat shop. So I would hop to each individual shop and do some just separate, you shop in different places, get your bag full. 300 for years is about four. Okay, 400. All right. Thanks for the conversion. Okay, so 400 bucks, right? So it's maybe a little bit more than out here. Yeah, USD. But the food is very cheap and very good and super fresh. Oh my God. And it must have been black walnut season when I was in Durrës, because this guy was on the side of the road selling black walnuts. If you've never seen a black, it's not all black, but it has like black streaks in it. You'd blimp out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. But I love walnuts and I love cracking walnuts. I know it's a weird fetish of mine. I just like, I like to get the nut cracker and just go. And I'll tell you what, if you want to see my experience in Durrës and Tirana, check out an old couple of old videos. I made videos of that place. It's on a playlist for Albania. You guys can see where I was. Yeah, yeah, it is cheap, and it's just Albania is almost like Cambodia. It's like a little known Eastern country. It's next to Serbia. Serbia is cool. I traveled through Serbia. I went to Belgrade. I would go back there. I liked it. So you get that taste of Europe. I mean, it's got all the old Roman structures, and oh, it's just beautiful. The old Gothic churches, all of that is in there, just like if you were going to France or you're going to England or Germany, but for a fraction of the price. And to live out there, the only downfall is that it gets really freaking cold in the winter. That's my only pitfalls. I don't like living in the cold, but I'd have to deal with it. Eastern Europe is very beautiful. Yes, it is. It is. And that's why I traveled through there because I really wanted to check it out. And it's cheap. Like I said, you can do it on a shoestring budget. I lived in the heart of Tirana and Durez. All in, I think it was $1,200 a month. But that included my flight and getting around and stuff. I could do it cheaper if I had to. Honestly, I could do it. If I was really buckling down on that. So now you guys know. But I want to stay in Phnom Penh. I don't want to go. I really don't. Why don't you check out Laos? I've already been there. I have. I've been to Luang Prabang. I'm not a big fan, and I'll tell you why. Now the countryside's beautiful. The old town there, there's a French colony town as well. But it's just so small. Like, it's not city. It's very, very country, very mountainous, very small place. Much time in Thailand, similar to Cambodia or Thailand. Thailand, yeah, I spent some time in Thailand. A week in Bangkok's not long. I spent 3 weeks in Chiang Mai. That's sort of like it's a big town, but not a city. It's nestled in the mountains. It's a cool place to check out. I liked it. Um, and then I went down to Koh Samui, the island vibe. So I did Koh Samui and some other island that was near there. That place is really desolate, but it was nice. Oh, okay. I haven't been there. I can't even pronounce that. I haven't been there. But yeah. Where can I get a special massage? Like I would know that? Dude, you're asking the wrong person. I have no idea where you can get that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about no special massages, okay? Holy shit. It I don't know. I don't know. You're asking the wrong YouTuber about that. Somebody can answer that? Okay. Let's try to keep it PG. I love you, Tami. Oh, I love you too. If you met in Thailand. Oh, okay. Are you guys talking with each other? Or are you trying to talk with me about these special massages? Bro, I've had a Thai massage, but not that kind of massage. Okay. Um, I had what they call what was it? What's the one where they pull on you and all that stuff? You girls don't travel for the the fringe benefits. No, we don't get special massages. No, no. But I did have a Thai massage where the lady was like pulling on like stretching my leg and walking on my back and shit. Ow. Um, it hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It sort of hurt. And then after she was done, I felt good. But I had to tell her like halfway through, I said, "Whoa, don't stretch me that far. I think I'm gonna feel a tendon pop in my leg. Like, chick, you need to like calm down, calm down." So yeah, that was the one big massage I had in Thailand. Yeah, traditional Thai massage, massage. Yeah, I know what you mean. Love your channel. Thanks. Thank you. Love you too, especially for being here. Did you heard the same way you heard in Albania compared to Cambodia? The language, I'd say the same, guys. I'm down to 10% on my battery. Got to wrap this up quick. There is a language barrier in Albania. I ain't gonna lie, but honestly, you'll still run into people who speak English. And we're done looking after and supporting men, so we are okay. I meant communicating. Yeah, communicating. You'll get by. There's people that speak broken English and you'll get by. And then there, it depends on the shops. If you go further out of the city, of course, the mom and pop shops, they speak no English. If you're in the city, like Phnom Penh, you're going to get people that speak English. Hi, sister. Greetings from Seattle, Washington. Hey, thank you. Greetings. Greetings. Great content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I thank you. You guys are fabulous. Yay. Yay. I wish I could stay on longer. My battery's dying. Hugs. Aw. Hugs to you too. Hugs to you too. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying the content and all the crazy antics that I do. So, but I love talking to you guys. I love it, man. I love it. So keep it coming. Okay. What's today? Well, it's Sunday in Cambodia. Saturday your time, I guess, depending on where you're tuning in from. I will be on, if you don't know, I do my live streams Wednesday morning and Sunday mornings, Cambodia time. So figure that out around your time, whatever that is. And we'll talk again very soon. Just started my walk, going to rewind. Okay, okay, very good. All right, guys, I got to cut it. Cambodia American, 46-year-old US. Come on, is broken. Have a bun. Okay. I got to go, guys. My battery's dying. I love you. I'll talk to you in the next live stream. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. Without you, none of this would be possible. Okay? Big heart from me to you. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. All right, I will. Bye-bye.